Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all having a fabulous Saturday. Today I'm coming at you with another story time. I contemplated whether or not I wanted to share this story with you guys. It's not like it's horribly bad, but it's still fairly fresh, and I can kind of laugh about it now and smile about it now, but obviously when it happened, it wasn't fun. Not at all. But I figured, you know what, who cares? Let's just put it out there and, see what you guys think. Maybe you guys have gone through the same thing that I have. I don't know. But, I digress. Okay, so I've told you guys in the past that I haven't had the best of luck with false eyelashes. I don't know if it was maybe lack of patience, but I have tried everything. I have tried the strip lashes, I have tried the single lashes, I have tried different techniques. I have pretty much tried everything except for getting them professionally done. So I was determined to make 2016 the year of the eyelash, with the end date to be, as far as when I get my technique perfected, to be Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day I have an outfit in mind and I want everything to be perfect. The hair, the makeup, the shoes, the clothes, everything. So I have been practicing on my days off when I'm not doing YouTube, because I don't want to come on here and, what if I'm already harsh on myself as it is, and I don't want you guys to see one eyelash popping off and maybe it's too long, maybe it's too short, I don't know. So I figured I'll just do it when I'm not on camera, and hopefully I can get my technique perfected by Valentine's Day. So I've been practicing and it's been going really well. I was getting super comfortable with them. I think the first time I applied them, it took me like 35 minutes to put them on. And I think now I'm still like 20 minutes. So I applaud every single one of you who puts on eyelashes like it's nobody's business. I see people put them on and they're just like boop, 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 done, and they look fantastic. I mean, I wanted to be one of those people. So like I said before, I've been getting really good at it. And my hubby had some crazy hours last week. I barely got to see him. I was busy running around. So we decided that we should go out to dinner and just talk about the week, because he didn't have to work those crazy hours anymore, and we can see each other again, just kind of celebrate him not having to work those crazy hours. So we decided this in the morning. So that evening I was getting ready to putting on my makeup. And I was excited because I decided to do the false eyelashes as kind of my debut, because I've never really been out in public, in a major public setting with false eyelashes. Not to the point after I've perfected my technique. So I was excited and I was putting on my makeup, and I don't know about you guys, and by any means whatsoever, I am not trying to toot my own horn at all. But when I stepped back from the mirror in the bathroom and I looked at my makeup, I was just like, whoo, check it out. I look freaking good. Like I said, I'm not trying to toot my horn, but do you ever have those moments where you're just like, wow, I'm gorgeous. No, not like that, but you just feel really good about, your whole outfit, your whole everything. So, my hubby even commented on it. He's like, wow, you look great, So I'm on cloud 9. I am just super happy. I am feeling it. We decided to go to a steakhouse in downtown San Diego. So when we're heading down there in the car, my hubby, is giving me compliments on how great I look. And I'm looking in the vanity mirror and I'm just like, oh yeah, I look really good. It looks good, huh? It looks good. And I'm just totally tooting my own horn by this time. Everything is going up to my head. I'm just like, oh yeah, I look great. I look this, I'm just 100% delusional. So we get to the restaurant and we decide to order a bottle of champagne, just to kind of celebrate being out and having a good time. And I really cut down on how much alcohol I drank. I used to drink a little bit more, but it's going to sound silly, but my face gets kind of tingly, and I get really, I'm not, if you guys think I'm like happy getting out, I'm a little bit worse when I drink alcohol. So, and I know champagne doesn't have, the highest alcohol content, but some of them do, and they still affect me. So, we decided to get a bottle of champagne anyways, and I'm like, forget it. Let's just have a great time. We get our orders in and we're having great conversation. We're having a great time. And my hubby excuses himself to go use the restroom. And the restroom is downstairs, down the hall, in a dungeon, way out yonder, it seems like. But he goes to the restroom, and probably maybe a minute or two later, the waiter comes over and he asks how the evening is going. Are we enjoying ourselves? Do we love the food? How about the bottle of champagne? And I'm like, yes, it's great. It's fantastic. The food's great. You know, it's never a miss here because we like going to the steakhouse. Because they have dinner by candlelight. It has great ambiance. So the waiter is kind of, he's making me laugh because he said something really funny. So as I'm laughing, I put my hands on my face and I'm just kind of like, hee, super giddy, super giddy. And then I see the waiter looking at me and he's kind of like smirking at me and looking at me like this. So I'm thinking, is he flirting with me? He does know I'm here with my husband. I mean, you can see my wedding ring, but I mean, I do look pretty good. Again, the delusions, right? So he's looking at me and I said, I made a joke and he starts laughing. He starts laughing with like this genuine laugh. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's going good. I'm making people laugh. I'm feeling it. So he just has this big smile on his face and, you know, I could still hear him chuckling. So he says, would you like another bottle of champagne? I said, absolutely. Go ahead, bring it on over. So he leaves and maybe, you know, then my hubby shows up. As my hubby kind of comes around the table, when he's sitting down, he's looking at me, okay? He's looking at me and it's the kind of look where you're thinking, oh my goodness, what's wrong? What's going on? Like you're thinking something. So my hubby, as he's sitting down, he says, babe, okay, don't freak out. I don't know about you guys, but when someone tells me don't freak out, you freak out, right? So I start freaking out and I start making this list in my head like, oh my gosh, do I have a booger? Do I have food in my teeth? Do I have food on my face? Do I have this? And just this long list of self-conscious things that come up, right? So when he's sitting down, he says, and like I said, I can laugh about it now. He sits down, he says, babe, he starts furrowing his brow like there's something going on. My heart is like racing. My hands are super, they're sweaty. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, they're sweaty now just thinking about it. I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm like, what is it? What's wrong? And he said, one of your eyelashes is on your forehead. And I looked at him and I'm like, what? My face dropped. If I was to look at myself, I know I would have turned white as a ghost. I'm like, what? He's all, yeah, didn't you feel it? I'm like, no, the stupid champagne makes me feel all la-la and I completely lose my senses. And I start to, I can feel like the laugh cry. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Kind of coming up. And I'm like, he sees me kind of like frowning. He's like, oh, it's all right. Don't worry about it. He's like, it'll be fine. He's all, just take it off. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. And I start to get super whiny, really annoying. I'm like, you don't understand. I'm not sexy. I'm not funny. No. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm not sexy. I'm not funny. It wasn't me. I'm like, he's like, what, Minnie, what are you talking about? I said, the waiter wasn't flirting with me. The waiter wasn't laughing at my joke. He was laughing at me. He's like, what? So it hit me. That's what he was doing. That's why he was laughing so hard. That's why he was smirking. Because he saw the eyelash when I put my hands on my face from the joke that he said. I don't know how, maybe they were loose already and I don't even know. Like I told you guys, I didn't feel him. The alcohol obviously affected me, but still, how could I not feel the eyelash on my forehead, right? So I'm like, he came over and he asked if, how the evening was going and he made a joke. I started laughing and I covered my face and he's like, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe that's when the eyelash ended up on my forehead. I don't know. So I could feel again the laugh cry coming out, and he's like, it's all right. I'm like, no, he was laughing. He was laughing at me. I know it. And he's like, no, maybe it happened after. I'm like, no, it happened at that moment because he was smirking at me. I could tell, when someone knows, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this is a disaster. So he says, just flick it off. Just flick it off. And I'm like, what is that going to do? He's like, don't you have anything to put it on? I'm all, no, I don't have any false eyelashes in my purse. I don't have any glue. I don't have anything. You know, I thought it was on point. So again, I feel the laugh cry coming. And he's all, just flick it off. And you know, he's all, just flick it off and it'll be fine. I'm like, first of all, if I flick it off and I have one eyelash on, which was this one, and one eyelash off, I'm going to look like a freaking cyclops. This one's going to be like, hey, how you doing? And this one's going to be just normal eyelashes. I don't want that, right? So my hubby, he's like, it'll be fine. So he said, well, then just take them both. Just take off the other one. You know, he's all, this one's already off. Just take off that one and you'll be fine. I said, how about this? How about we put false eyelashes on you? We glue them on you and then we rip them right off. See how that feels. You know, I'm all, it's not pleasant, but I had no other alternative. So I flicked this one off and he's all, just leave it. I'm like, no, first of all, I'm not going to leave it. That's disgusting. And second of all, I don't want evidence that I'm the girl that had the eyelash on her forehead, so he can laugh about it with his coworkers. I'm all, this sucker is coming with me. So, you know, I'm trying to be as discreet as I possibly can in this beautiful restaurant filled with people, and I'm trying to take this one off, and I don't know how this one is. I seriously cannot fathom how this one was just so incredibly loose, and this one just feels like I'm pulling, I'm tugging, and my eyelid is just like coming out this way. You know what I'm saying? It was not pretty. So I'm like, forget it. I'm just going to go to the restroom. I'm going to take it off in the restroom, and that'll be that. You know, so my hubby's like, okay. So I when I'm getting up to go to the bathroom or to the restroom, I cover my face as much as I can with my hair, and I put my head down, and obviously it's like this ginormous journey to go to the bathroom. My goodness. So as I'm heading down there, I'm kind of like, oh my goodness, I can see the bathroom door to the women's restroom, like right there. I'm like inches away from it, right? And what happens? What happens? That's right. My waiter comes out of the men's restroom, which is right before the ladies. And he looks at me, he looks at me and he goes, after you, ma'am, go ahead. And he kind of winks at me and I'm like, oh, in my head, I'm all, he knows I know that he knew about my eyelash, right? So I'm like, oh, I'm frustrated. I go to the bathroom, I rip off the eyelash, and I don't know if it's because I caked on too much makeup. I have no idea, but I'm trying to make it all pretty. I'm trying to like smoke out my eyeliner and make it look like that's what the, you know, the result that I wanted. It looks horrible. And I think from previously when I had put my hands on my face, I was just, I don't know if I smudged stuff around. I don't know. But my makeup, I'm telling you guys, this time when I stepped away from the mirror, I looked and my makeup looked like I went dancing for 12 hours, got super sweaty, went home, slept for another 12 hours, and then woke up. That's what my makeup looked like. I looked like a freaking mess. So I'm just like, this is atrocious. I try to make do with what I have. I'm trying to like clean it up, and it's a lot better, you know, after like 10 minutes in the restroom trying to make it look, trying to make it work. So I'm like, forget it, you know, and I come back and my hubby's like, see, that wasn't that bad. I'm like, you don't even know. You don't even know. I ran into him by the bathroom and he winked at me because he knew that I knew that he knew that, right? That, that I had an eyelash on my forehead. So my hubby just starts busting up. He starts laughing. He's like, I'm so sorry. He's like, I'm trying really hard not to laugh, but this is... He's all, how can this happen? I'm all, I don't know. I'm all this crap happens all the time. So we end up, the bottle of wine is already at our table, or the bottle of champagne is already at our table. And, you know, we finish out the evening and I told my hubby, I'm like, you need to give him like this huge tip. So that way, at least we won't, I don't know. He's all, what, to try to bribe him not to talk about him? All, maybe, I don't know, you know, but I'm all, he's not going to have evidence because I'm taking it with me. I'm taking both of them with me. Actually, I threw the one away that was in the ladies' restroom because I put the other one in my purse. I know it's kind of gross, but I put it in my purse. So yeah, we finished up the evening and he gave him a great tip, and I'm just like, okay. I can kind of breathe now. But it was just, it was a mess. It was a freaking mess. So that's why I hashtagged, when I told you guys that I might talk about the story on Instagram, for those of you that follow me, I hashtagged trying too hard. I was trying way too hard to be cute. So you know what I say? I say, F the eyelashes. I'm done with them. I'm not going to try anymore. And I'm done. I am done. Because now I've had 2 instances. The first time, one of them ended up on my cheek, which wasn't this dramatic, but it was just, yeah, it's not a good experience. Nope. No more eyelashes for me. I tried, I failed miserably, I was humiliated, and yeah, I don't care if the waiter ended up not telling anybody, but I know that he knows. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you guys think? And to prove, here they are. Here are these infamous eyelashes, this strip. See, they're not that bad. I wasn't trying too hard to have like the huge eyelashes, just some natural looking ones. Check that out. Done. No more. I rid myself of the eyelash from hell. Oh my goodness. So that does it, you guys. Like I said, it's not horribly bad, but I think when it happens to you, or when something like this happens to you, you feel like it's this, like, you know, it's this magnitude of something huge happening, like something horribly bad, you know, but I can kind of laugh about it now. My hubby still laughs, and, you know, there'll be times when he just looks at me and we're just sitting down, he'll just go, I'm like, oh, you're cute. Just wait. Just wait. He who laughs last laughs the hardest. So that does it for Storytime Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you laugh at my pain. But yeah, so let me know if you guys have had any horror stories like this, and who knows. Maybe I can look back and laugh now. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all on Monday with another Minx Monday Q&A. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not. The choice is yours. Have a great day, you guys.